some of you look like shit. Welcome to Something Feral, the podcast where three friends watch, eat, and talk trash. We're your hosts. I'm Kate.
I'm Mother.
Oh.
Mommy. Mama.
Oh. Mommy Brianna.
Mama. You got it, Mama.
I am Barbie Blaze. I've got my Walmart Barbie shirt on.
That's the spirit.
She's gorgeous.
She is.
A good find. Candy sluts, Barbie shirts.
It was a good Walmart trip for you guys.
We made a great decision at the Walmart, obviously.
Absolutely, we did. I mean, no ethical consumption under capitalism. I don't like shopping there, but, you know.
We go once a year. It's okay.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, on that note, we are continuing our It Ain't Right series. This time, the topic is parenting, which we thought would be extra appropriate considering neither Blaze or I are parents, and Brianna does not identify as a mother.
Correct.
Yes. We are well equipped for this conversation.
Today, I am
100%.
identifying as a mother.
That's the spirit,
Oh,
Mama.
wow, okay.
Well, we'll see.
You go, Mama. You got it, Mama. You rock, Mama.
It's too bad I didn't have I should have got one of those mama t-shirts
Like a mama
for this
bear.
episode. Yeah.
You know what? And I bet they had one of those at Walmart. We could have got one for you.
I've seen, they're at Target all day long.
We fucked up.
I'll superimpose
Yes.
mommy.
Yeah, we'll find
full
something
sentence,
for
please.
you.
Yeah, full sentence.
Commas.
Yeah, lots of commas.
Many sentences.
2 sentences.
You had a top of the order.
I did. So obviously we're talking about parenting, and as a parent, one of the things that I really just wanted to touch on is that a lot of the things that we're complaining about obviously are more cultural and funny and silly, but it is important to note that some of the things we might bring up really have come down to the reality of not having affordable childcare in the United States, not having great medical coverage in the United States, especially for those that are underserved or that need additional support. And we don't have the best federally funded public education, right? Obviously, certain areas, and I'm very privileged to say that I am in a really good public school system. But the reality is that a lot of parents do not have those things and do not have the ability to get, access to a lot of these things. So it's really important just at top of the order to mention that, and that we do take those things into account. But if you're a shitty parent, you're a shitty parent. So we're going to dive into those.
Yeah, like more money doesn't necessarily make you a good parent. Like there are rich people who are terrible parents, like who have
Absolutely.
all the resources in the world. And like, yeah, so many issues are systemic and structural and like rooted in a lack of access. And like that is really important to note. But we are largely talking about behaviors at a personal level.
Correct.
So just caveat, know that we recognize that and fucking see and feel it. So with that, let's judge some parents.
Woo! Let's go. I have not read these. I'm not sure what either of you are going to say.
No.
Good.
Who knows? Maybe this will be our third fight.
I'll show you a fight. You want to fight?
Let's go.
Okay, so we'll start with me, the very well-equipped non-parent, to talk about these things. Okay. Number 1, saying we're pregnant.
That's on my list.
We are not pregnant.
Nope.
It ain't
The
right.
woman is pregnant. We're having a baby.
Yep.
Maybe. We're not pregnant.
You can say we're pregnant if you are both pregnant.
Oh, yeah. Right. Totally fair.
2 gays, please.
I don't care. I do not want to hear a non-pregnant cis hetero man say we are pregnant.
You can
Excuse
also
me?
say we're expecting.
Sure. Yeah, that's
we're
true.
having a baby, but we're pregnant. It's on my list, too.
Yep. Bad
Worst.
jail. The worst.
The worst.
Next, baby talk to any child that is not a baby. I think it's weird. And studies have shown it's not good for your kid to talk to them like they're an idiot.
At a certain age, it ain't right.
It's making them dumber. And now the kids can't read. But I digress. Next, letting your child watch YouTube videos on full volume at a restaurant or TikTok.
Jail.
What are you doing?
Come on.
This is not your living room.
We live in a society, and like I'm speaking for you here, like we are not people who don't have kids who like can't stand if kids are around.
Or if they're playing. Or if
Yeah.
they're doing anything.
100%. Kids are allowed in public spaces,
Right.
and sometimes they're loud and sometimes they're like whatever. But like, yeah, come on. We live in a society.
Unacceptable.
I totally agree with you.
I don't want to hear Baby Shark at the fucking table next to you. God.
No, I never need to know anything
You know
that's
what?
happening on Coco Melon.
That's also
No.
just in general. Like, you wouldn't expect like an adult to be able to do that.
People
like,
do that.
So it has nothing to do with even really from a child
Children.
perspective.
Because the adult's often doing it too. So there's
Yeah.
2 videos going.
Yeah.
But
Blech.
more often the child.
Have some self-respect and recognition of others.
100%. This is more just like rude of me to say, but like pretending not to hear your kid screaming mom when you just
my
like
God.
let it keep going. You're like, mom, 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 mom. can someone do something about this?
Right.
Like, my God.
Yeah.
Handle this however you see fit. I'm not telling you what to do if your kid screams
Just
out
like
100 times.
acknowledge the fact that your child's screaming.
But like, come on.
Tell them to stop. Like, make it a teaching moment.
Yeah.
But just ignoring it. It's like letting your dogs bark. Sorry. I
Yeah,
said
it is. It is. You know,
Do something about it.
It is. Sorry. And like, I could do a whole separate episode on dog
Dogs.
parenting. Like, I really could. I've got some things to say. And to my fellow millennials also. Like, anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Shut
Blaze.
your kids and your dogs up. Okay.
Shut those kids up, she said with her
Okay,
whole chest.
Sometimes that's a fair
When
ask.
they're being buttholes.
Yeah.
Kids being a butthole, I must say it. I'm flying through this list. Okay. Letting your kid kick the back of an airplane seat. Oh, you know it's doing that. Stop it. Mm-hmm. And if you say something, you're a Karen, and it's annoying.
But you know what? Here's the thing.
The mother disagrees.
No. I do agree. What I'm saying is, what is important is I understand that like sometimes a kid is going to be a kid.
Oh, of course.
Right? And kids are going to do things that you can't control. But like you as a parent are still responsible for engaging and trying to stop that behavior.
Absolutely,
right?
yes.
Like it's not about, oh my God, this kid kicked my seat and oh, that should never be allowed. Like they're kids, whatever. But like if you are ignoring that behavior is occurring, that's the problem.
the problem.
100%. Yes.
That's where it comes into play.
Yeah, because like a lot of times bad quote unquote kids are like,
It's because the parent's not getting
it's
engaged.
because
Yeah.
their parents kind of
Yeah,
suck.
their parents kind of suck. And I think that that's that important asterisk on that statement. Like, you're not mad at the kids.
We are mad at the parents in
You're mad at
all
the
these
parents
situations.
for not engaging and saying, hey, Timothy,
Knock it off.
knock it off.
Yeah, if your kid's feral and you've said it 100 times, like, fine. That kid's just going to be feral, but still. Say something.
A little Benadryl goes a long way, folks.
I actually only have one more.
Oh.
This might upset you personally,
Ooh.
the mother. But I've told you this already, so it's not a surprise. Forcing your kiss on the mouth activities onto others, I think it's disgusting. I think if you want to kiss your kid on the mouth, fine. Fine. Tell it to not kiss others. It's gross. I'm sorry.
I'm doing my best with that one.
There is
Please.
also an age limit thing. That is a hard age limit
yeah.
thing. Like your little toddler baby wants to kiss on the mouth. Okay, like
No.
they don't know. They're just
Incorrect.
little. But like when you're like 9-year-olds trying to kiss other adults on the
No,
mouth, like
no.
sick. And I am talking to you, Tom Brady, like that video of him kissing his son.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah, no.
Haunts me. Gross.
If the kid can speak, it's too old. Please. I don't want to be like, hello, kiss me. No.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's too old.
The kids, they touch their buttholes and then they put it in their mouth and they're touching the dog and they're touching the cat and they're touching a
Putting
bug.
stuff in dogs' mouths, putting stuff in their mouths.
And they're putting it in their mouth and they're like,
Okay, no one's using tongue.
no one said that.
no.
No, she used her tongue.
No, I'm
She's
saying
just
I'm
making a gross
imitating
gesture.
a
Oh,
child
okay, okay.
licking everything. But,
I was like, what child is coming at you with their tongue out? Like, ooh.
I'm just saying, not everyone wants a kid's mouth on theirs, okay?
Nope, I respect that.
It's like dog mouth.
Consent is important.
It's
Yeah.
just dirty.
Especially, it's like, yeah, I mean, dogs' mouths are obviously worse because, like, dogs are disgusting.
Yeah,
but,
dogs like lick their asshole.
yeah, but, like, a kid will, like, lick a dog's mouth, too. Like,
Yeah.
they love, like, putting their mouths on each other. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, that is for you two to enjoy. And I want to be away from that.
Yeah, I just think we should be telling our kids to ask.
Consent is important.
And I also, that kind of goes into, like, forcing your kids to also hug and kiss people. Like, if they want to
I
do
don't
it.
love that.
I remember being little and being like, oh, like, give him a hug before you leave. I'm like, ugh, no, I don't want to hug this person.
I feel like millennials largely knocked that off.
Well, like you can say goodbye,
Like
and like
millennial
if the
parents,
child
yeah.
decides and feels comfortable enough,
I'll ask kids, too. I'll be like, would you like a hug?
yeah.
You know, like, they can say no. And I'll be like, okay.
I remember, like, having to do that, and I don't even think it was, like, my parents. Or it was, like, maybe the adult being, give me a hug. I'm like, ugh, no.
No,
You didn't ask me.
no.
I think that's my list.
Nice,
So, yeah.
very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
Mother approves.
Mother approved.
Thank you.
I need a gavel. Mommy approved. Yeah. Let's see, Catherine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's
If I
see.
feel the same way.
We'll see if mommy approves this one. Okay. So I have a couple on this list. I also want to say we gave kind of like a top of the order, like systemic issues and
Right,
barriers.
yep.
I also want to say like every kid is different. And like, obviously, like, I'm not factoring in like neurodivergence or like kids with autism or like anything. Like, if you need a certain tool and that tool is technology, like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not judging parents of kids with special needs here, to be clear.
No.
I want to be abundantly clear. I'm painting with broad strokes, but there are exceptions.
This is a generalization.
Yeah, there are obviously exceptions here.
But if you give your kid technology, get them headphones, please.
Yeah.
Great.
Please.
Love that idea. God,
Well, I was going to say
please.
most neurodivergent kids prefer headphones anyway.
Right, because it like blocks the noise.
Right.
Okay, so I have top of my list, gentle parenting gone too far. And what I mean by that is when people do not discipline their kids or hold their behavior, like hold them accountable for their behaviors. And I think gentle parenting is net positive. Like, I do think it's a general positive thing, but I see sometimes, like, I have seen before, I don't, see this all the time because I'm not like, an educator or whatever, but like, I have seen like, sweetie, like, we don't hit. When we hit people, we have to think about their feelings in that moment. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like, as a non-parent, like, if your kid hits someone across the face and is old enough to like know what they're doing, not like an infant flailing around, like,
Hit him back.
if your kid show him how to hit. No,
Yeah.
no. But like, kids deserve a stern talking to sometimes. And like, if you say certain things like, oh, we're not going to do this if you keep doing that. And then like the kid keeps hitting someone or whatever. And then you're
You
just
need
like,
to take them out of
okay.
that situation.
Well, and like if you say we're not going to get ice cream if you hit so-and-so, and then they hit so-and-so, and then you like,
Go
like,
get them ice
well, we're
cream.
going to get ice cream. And I'm like, kids need to know that like there are consequences for their actions. Sometimes kids need a stern talking to. And I'm not saying like yell at kids.
Well, that's the thing about gentle parenting that I think gets like lost with a lot
Muddied.
of people, and where it gets muddy is that like gentle parenting is not giving your kids consequences. What you're meant to do is like, you're not screaming and yelling at them and like being physical with them, but you are like, you still need to give them consequences, and
Yeah.
you still need to follow through with those
Yes.
consequences.
100%.
Right.
That's why I said gone too far.
Yeah,
'Cause
I would agree.
I think sometimes people see it as like an option to not have to like yell at their kid, and
Yeah.
not yell, but you know what I mean. And sometimes like kids deserve to be reprimanded. Like even again, a stern talking to sometimes. Like I remember Gillian one time was like hitting people jokingly, and he hit me kind of hard, and I was like, don't do that. I don't appreciate that. I don't like that. And he just like got it.
Yeah.
And that was it. And so I'm not gonna be like,
Knew it was serious.
honey,
Like, it's not a joke.
When you hit, sometimes it hurts me. Like, he's also not like a tiny baby, and I can
Right.
talk to him like that.
If I was a kid, I'd hit you again. I'd be like, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, we know how you would react, Blaze.
Justice for my mom, who I misbehaved a lot because I'm neurodivergent. But she would drag me away every time I was acting a fool.
Oh,
She'd
yeah.
drag me out of there and was like, hell no, you don't get to be here anymore.
My mom
Right.
meant what she said too. Like, if she said I wasn't going to get to do something, like, there was no getting around that.
No.
Like, that was not happening for me.
I could not talk my way out of
No,
anything.
me neither. No matter what I did, it wasn't happening. But I read this article in the Washington Post, and I should have cited the journalist, but she interviewed someone who did something called, she called it FAFO parenting, which stands for fuck around and find out. And she was saying they were on like a family camping trip, and her 13-year-old was like being such a brat and kept like squirting her with a squirt gun. She told him to stop multiple times. He didn't do it. And finally he did it again. And she just pushed him in the lake. He was like fully clothed, and she just pushed him in the lake. And I was like, you know what?
Age appropriate.
Good. Yeah. Age appropriate. And like,
Yep.
he was being
A brat.
a brat. She told him to stop. Like, this kid could swim also. This wasn't like, not
yeah.
a toddler. Like, you know what? And he deserved it. Like, we know how middle schoolers are. We know how 13-year-olds are. Like, I know he deserved it. And I was like, you know what? Good. He's not doing that again.
No, bring back consequences.
Yeah.
They work.
So anyway, that took a long time. But yeah, gentle parenting gone too far.
Agreed.
Number 2, iPad kids and unlimited phone use.
Oh, yeah.
And this really bothers me. It's obviously the parents' fault because you're, giving them that iPad. And like,
Yeah.
we all watched TV as kids. We had video games too, like whatever,
It's different.
It is different.
It's
And
different.
like, I was reading again another article in Bridge, Michigan. Next time I'll bring like a list and cite all the journalists, but they were talking about how kids now are getting bad eyesight because they're spending
Yeah.
so much time on screens. Obviously their social skills are lacking, general anxiety from like not socializing. And not every kid needs to have access to their smartphone all the time. Like, get your
No.
kid a burner phone, get your kid a Nokia. Like, I think it's actually egregious that parents let so many young kids have access to social media. Like, that is something I am parent shaming
list,
for
yeah.
because, like, what are you doing? What part of your brain thinks that it is okay for these kids developing brains to have access, unfettered access to the internet all the time.
It's nuts.
Now they all have rat brains.
Yeah, and what are you doing? And then, like, obviously, I think it's good that, like, we're having conversations about ADHD, for instance. Like, when we were little, it was just, like, hyper little boys. So, like, we didn't get diagnosed until we were adults.
Blaze did.
All my teachers, like, told my parents, and they were just like, she just likes to daydream. Like,
I was on a leash. I was a leash kid.
my parents...
I was leashed.
My parents literally told all my teachers not to sit me near a window because I would get too easily distracted because I just love to daydream. Couldn't be anything else. No. Anyway, but so I think that's important, but also, like, not every kid has ADHD. Like, they just don't have attention spans because you let them be on their phones all the time and be on these iPads all the time.
That's annoying me because now it's like blending. Oh, I have ADHD. Like, no, your attention span is fucked because you watch TikTok on 2 times speed. I tried it one time. I'm like, I threw my phone. I'm like, how could anyone watch anything on 2 times speed? How?
No, it is wrong. Like, it is bad and wrong.
So fucked up.
Oh, it drives me nuts. And again, like, sometimes I was watching Gillian once and I really almost never put the TV on.
Yeah.
Except one day, it was when he was not potty trained. He was very small, but learned how to, like, adjust himself so he could pee anywhere he wanted. And he did. He was peeing everywhere, and he just, like, wouldn't nap and was peeing everywhere. And then, like, the dogs peed everywhere, and he was just it was just like a rough day. And I think I texted you. I was like, he broke me. We are watching TV for the last 45 minutes of today. Like, sorry, I'm sorry. I never do it. He broke me, and sometimes that happens. I'm obviously not totally innocent here. I'm not like a no.
You're not a mother.
Time. I'm not
a mommy.
We don't get it.
But, like, I do understand. Sometimes it was like Friday. I'd watched him all week. We hadn't put on screens. And
there is a time.
He broke me.
There is a time and a place for lazy parenting that includes screen time.
Right.
There is.
But, like, I don't need to see your kid, like, watching a movie in the line at, like, Sbarro. Like, why do you always have to be looking at a screen?
Agreed.
That is not what I'm talking about here.
It's fucked up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Down.
Like, that type of screen time where just, like, it's egregious all the time. And, like, you shouldn't. It's not good for kids.
No. And we know it's not.
Yeah, exactly. We knew it was bad for kids to watch too much TV when we were young. You know? This is that times a bazillion.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's that. My next one, school as optional. And again, I'm not talking about, like, chronic absenteeism because of, like, poverty or, like, inability to, like, get to school. I'm talking, so this is, like, a big thing that happened after the pandemic. People are just becoming, like, chill about sending their kids to school.
Like, at all?
Like, chronic absenteeism is, like,
on the rise.
Has massively spiked since the pandemic, and it's gone down a little bit, but, like, not enough. And so there is someone I'm going to shame. I listened a while ago to the New York Times Daily Podcast, did an episode on this specifically, like, post-pandemic chronic absenteeism in schools. And this woman who they interviewed was like, so my son was in, I don't know if it was 5th or 6th grade, whatever, during the pandemic. And obviously kids, like, lost a lot of time. And she was like, you know, he was really anxious, of course, right? And she was like, but then it became, like, safe to go back to school. And when he was at school with his friends, like, he would have anxiety about going to school and about just, like, generalized anxiety. But once he was at school and with his friends, and she said this, the mom said this, he was fine and, like, way better. But on the way to school, he would get really anxious. So sometimes we'd be in the pickup line and he'd say, Mom, I don't want to go to school today. And I would say, okay, honey. And he would come home with me. She and her husband both worked from home. And this kid would just sit around all day with her. Nope. And I was like, first of all, number one, your kids should be going to school. Kids lose so much, especially little kids, when they miss a day. It's, like, really hard to make up. So, like, one, your kid should be in school. 2, if the solution, like, if the thing that helps his anxiety is being at school, why would you not send him to school unless he's, like, you know, sick or whatever? And then 3, part of being a parent, as a non-parent, I can say, part of being a parent is, like, making your kids do things they don't want to do.
Absolutely.
Like, sometimes I didn't want to go to school. Guess what? I was always going to school. Unless I was throwing up, like, projectile vomiting, I was going to school. Like, there were times I was like, I have strep throat, and my parents would be like, just go to school, like, you're fine. And then I'd go to the nurse, and she'd be like, oh, yeah, that's strep throat, which is not better, like, to be clear. But, like,
yeah, don't send sick kids to school.
No, don't do that, obviously. But, like, part of being a parent is making your kids do things they don't want to do. And if your kid is saying that they're really anxious and don't want to go to school, but you know as a parent that when they do the thing and go to school, they feel less anxious,
right?
Make them go to school. Like, don't just let them sit at home with you and your husband while you're, like, ignoring them and they're just festering in front of a screen.
There's,
like,
a lot of other solutions to that.
There are so many other solutions.
I'm proof of that, actually. My mom did that. I would throw up the first couple days of like the new school year, and I would still go to school.
Just
But I was anxious of anticipation. I was that kid.
She's like, you'll feel fine once you're in the classroom.
yeah,
And you did.
which I did.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 3 more, but they're quick. Again, with certain exceptions, surveillance as an extreme. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you don't need 6 air tags for your kid all the time.
No.
You don't need to have them call you every 5 minutes. Again, with exceptions. Like,
I hate it.
kids can like go play outside at a certain age. I mean, in certain areas, again, given like the safety of your neighborhood, this, you know, there's factors, but you don't need to extremely surveil your kid
No.
24/7. It's weird. It's not right.
It also isn't good for them.
That's what I mean. It's not good for them. Like,
Not good for you either.
people literally have a right to privacy, or should. And that includes kids to a degree, you know?
Oh, not to a degree. Absolutely.
I mean, you know, if you're concerned about your kid, like,
Yeah.
I understand breaking certain, like, if you think your kid's doing drugs and you read their diary, like, I get it, you know? But
Yeah.
anyway, extreme surveillance. Another one, super gendered parenting. I'm talking mommy's special little man and daddy's little girl. Like, it's creepy. It's weird. Like your kids equally. Gender's a construct and you're all being gross. Not you're
Yep.
all. Many people are not, but too many still are.
A lot. Yeah.
Ugh.
And also my parents didn't really do this, but as an oldest daughter, I feel the need to speak out for my community. Oldest daughters are not nannies.
Yeah.
They are not other parents, and they are not like household managers. They are kids.
They did not have their siblings,
Right.
and they shouldn't have to take care of them.
Exactly. Like, figure it out. Be a parent. Do it yourself, or figure something out. Like, don't put that on the oldest daughter.
No.
It's
Gross.
inappropriate, lazy, and gross.
Yep.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
Period.
that's my list.
It ain't right.
It ain't
ain't right.
We haven't said that enough today. It ain't
No,
right.
we have not.
Don't worry. We'll get there with me.
Okay.
I have 2 categories
Yes.
for mine. So my first category is, as a parent myself, the things that frustrate me that like people say to me or do towards me.
This is gonna make my blood boil.
Me too, as a non-parent.
Yes. Oh no, I've been with you when some of them say things, and I'm just like, how did you not lose your fucking mind?
Yeah.
Like,
And then the other ones are like other parents. So which one do you guys want me to start with?
the first one.
The first one. Okay. Primary parent bullshit. I cannot tell you how many times I have put Dale's phone number down first, or like identified Dale as like the parent that should be called, because like I'm bad about my phone. I get a lot of spam. It just has always made sense for Dale to be the primary parent from a phone call perspective. I cannot fucking tell you how many times people have disregarded that.
I did not
Oh,
include
wow.
any of that stuff on my list because I knew you were going to cover it.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
and you know, I joke, I don't identify as a mother, but the truth is, in form of documentation, I don't put mom, I put parent, and so does Dale, because I cannot fucking tell you how. There was literally, so I ordered something for Gillian with our phone numbers on it, so that like he would have that with him if need be. It's like a little like tag thing, so like if he were to get lost, he would. It's kind of like a dog tag, to be honest. But like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
if we go to the zoo or a public place, I just say, hey, bud, if you get lost, give this to somebody and
great
they'll
idea.
help you. And I put Dale's number first and my number second. The person that produced these decided to put my number on top and Dale's number on the bottom,
That's so annoying.
Wow.
right?
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Oh.
A non-parent.
I constantly get calls about this.
It's a bummer because like it would have been better if your names were like gender neutral.
Switch the phone numbers.
Right. Like if your
Yeah.
names were like Alex and Jordan, there's no way to know who's who.
No.
Haha. Put Brian.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Solution.
The other one is the term working mom or working mother, because there is no such thing as a working father.
No.
There is no such thing as a working dad. Why are you classifying me as a working mother? What the fuck?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Why is that a subclass? And it is because of all the bullshit and systemic like,
Patriarchy. Yeah.
patriarchy. The other thing, part of that really bothers me is mom specific marketing.
Yeah. I don't.
CEO of the household.
Ew.
Okay. If you want to target me because I'm a parent, fine. I get that. There's obviously a huge
Money to be made.
money to be made. I get that. But if you are going out of your way to target moms because they're the ones that make the purchasing decisions in the household, fuck you. Okay? I don't want to be marketed towards, like, don't do it. It's just an additional, like, you are holding, what do you always say? You're holding a torch for the
No,
patriarchy.
carrying water for the patriarchy.
Carrying water for the patriarchy. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I didn't marry a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And I have a partner and co-parent in my life that is an equal fucking parent. Why are you marketing towards just me? I hate it. Fucking hate it.
It ain't right.
The ineptitude that men are granted as parents is disgraceful.
Hey, we're changing that with our generation.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's true. They should be ashamed.
I could literally talk about that for a whole episode.
Oh, me too. And I'm
I
not
could
even a parent.
monologue on it.
Me too.
So the other piece is, as a mummy, the criticalness and the amount of people that feel it is appropriate to comment on breastfeeding versus pumping versus formula and C-sections versus natural versus
Jail.
You're a loser if you do
medicated
that.
births.
Jail.
I am sorry. Birth is fucking birth, and feeding your child is feeding your child.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how you do it.
It does not matter how you do it. If you are able to do those things, that's it.
Cool. Great.
Cool, great. You do not have a right to comment on what decisions or what actions I took in that time.
Nope.
No, absolutely not. And like, again, it's loser behavior.
Loser behavior.
I don't even carrying water for the patriarchy. I don't even know what you're carrying water for. Like,
That's not even
yeah,
just
that's not even patriarchy. That's just
Stupidity.
crazy. It's stupid,
crazy
judgy
ignorance.
behavior.
invasive
Yeah.
ignorance. I'm sorry. You can do whatever you want with your child.
And also, like, you don't get a medal for having a worse birth than someone else.
Nope.
Or an unmedicated one. Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, cool, good for you,
Cool, but
whatever.
shut up about it.
You're not better than other people
No,
who choose
you know what?
otherwise.
And I will say this with my whole chest. I had a planned C-section, and it was a great experience. I had a wonderful time. Okay? Wonderful time. Do I regret it? Not one fucking bit.
good
Why
for
would
you.
you?
Okay. So those are my, like, mommy themed.
No, I hear that, and it makes my blood boil as a non-parent. I'm like,
Same.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Jail.
Jill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is now my like things I hate. And some of these are me parenting. I've always hated and still agree with like this bullshit statement of, oh, you'll get it when you're a parent.
No.
Like that love, like you'll just, oh my God, you just can't understand real love until you have a child. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, I have animals.
I'm sorry.
I love them.
Also, you love animals more than almost every kid but your own.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would absolutely much rather be with an animal than somebody else's child.
100%.
10 out of 10.
100%.
I mean,
But-
it depends on the animal. It depends on the child.
There is
Yeah.
also this, like, I think what that does too is it builds this bullshit idea that like you're instantly in love with this baby.
Oh yeah, and just like
second
motherhood
it's
is this
born.
like immediate natural thing for everybody.
Right. And it's not. It's just not. Like that is not everyone's story. We have put motherhood specifically into this tiny little box of what it's supposed to be like and how you're supposed to do it and like how you're supposed to feel. And that's just not the reality of the world.
Some people feel shame when it's not their story.
Right.
It's sad.
And in that same vein, oh God, if you're tired now, wait till you have kids. Like, I'm sorry, that's just poor planning on your part. If you're that tired with your children, like maybe you shouldn't have as many children, or maybe you need to like
Set
take a look at your
boundaries.
time and set boundaries. But like everyone is able to and is allowed to complain about things in their lives. Just because you are a parent does not give you like this step above to be like, well, you just couldn't understand
Exactly.
how tired.
Especially because like you don't even know what other people are going through like in their life. Just because they don't have kids doesn't mean they don't have like hard things, or they're not like a caregiver elsewhere, or they don't have like things in their life that keep them up at night, or I mean
And you are allowed to complain about being tired as a parent. That is not what I'm saying.
it's like the condescension.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you don't know what real tired is. You're not a mama.
Oh, you'll get it someday.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God. Oh, I just can't imagine what you do with all your time. Like, fuck
yes,
off.
childless people have nothing to do.
Right.
Ever.
Nothing to do.
No stress at all.
Yeah, exactly. My life is just
Zero.
easy all the time.
Yeah.
Can you
Wow.
believe?
We couldn't imagine.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like I don't feel for you. Like I feel for
Right, you
people
can
who
be
are up all
sympathetic,
night,
yeah.
like doing all that. Like
That's why I don't have one yet.
no, same.
I don't want that.
I am
stress.
not prepared for that right now. And like that's great. I can't imagine that level of tired, but also
Because I'm tired enough as it is.
yeah, exactly. But like, I don't need to be talked down to, especially by other women.
Yeah.
Because it's always other women talking down to me. Honestly, that's the reason I hate baby showers, because I have not been to one, except yours, where some boomer woman isn't talking down to me or someone else near me or the pregnant person themselves. It is so condescending and losery, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a personal one. Don't talk down to me.
This one is talking shit publicly about your co-parent. Like, I'm sorry you married a loser. Like, that sounds like a personal problem. I don't want to hear it.
Dude, I remember asking you something once. And I think it was about my relationship at the time. And you were just like, I wouldn't be in that situation.
No, and you meant it.
You
I
were
mean
like,
it. Yeah.
And
Like,
I told you like something he said. You were like, I don't believe him. And I said, well, what would you do if you're in this situation? You were like, I wouldn't be in that situation. I was like, yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. And there are
you were telling the truth.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, again, condescension. It wasn't you being condescending. You were telling the truth.
If
I wouldn't date that loser.
like, I wouldn't. Yeah, like
I wouldn't be in that situation.
I wouldn't be in that situation. Like, damn, sorry, not sorry, but like,
drag me.
But like,
also, aren't you embarrassed? Like, if I'm telling you how shitty my husband or spouse
why
is,
are
like,
you
ew.
so quick to talk about how incompetent your co-parent is?
I agree. And also, like, I'm going to just like piggyback on this. Again, the incompetence that your partner is exhibiting, one, again, bring back shame correctly. He should be ashamed. Like, some of these things that these men can't do as parents, I'm like, I was literally doing that when I was 12 years old and babysitting.
Yeah.
12, middle school, when I couldn't even drive a car.
Yeah.
Why can't the father of this baby do that?
When men can't wash their legs, have babies, I can't.
Wash their legs.
It came out that a lot of men don't wash their legs.
No, I believe
They just
that.
let the soap run and they say Godspeed.
You know what? It's not hard. Okay, it's not hard.
Wash your legs
Wash your legs.
and arms.
Change a diaper and arms. Oh my God.
No, they just like apparently some men just go like a V and that's it, like this and then a V and that's all. No legs, no arms, no back. You're welcome.
No.
Okay, using your rules with other kids, specifically in public. So, like, I get, like, if you see a kid in a dangerous situation and feeling the need to be like, hey, bud, like, maybe be careful. Like, I'm not going to get all up in arms about that. But what I don't like is, let's say Gillian did something that, like, is what we would consider in our house fine. Like, that's not something, like, I don't want you coming up to my child, not knowing my child, and lecturing my child. Like, if I'm at the park and you approach my child to tell them not to do something.
Oh, that's weird.
Go fuck off.
That's so weird.
Go away.
Get a life.
Get a life. Yeah.
It's giving mothers without jobs.
It really is giving mothers without jobs.
That's an inside joke. We are not shaming women who don't work outside the home.
No,
Yes.
one time I forgot the phrase working mom because
Because you don't use it.
I don't use it and I think it's garbage. And so I was trying to describe what that was.
You were describing like women who are talking to you at the park. And you're like, and I say talking to you because you did not want to engage in this instance. And you're like, oh, they were all just like mothers without jobs. We're like, why does that sound like a charity organization?
Yeah, mothers without jobs.
We need to help mothers without jobs. Doctors Without Borders and Mothers Without Jobs.
Without jobs. This is one that you were talking about, which is kids on public social media. Like, your kids do deserve privacy. They deserve to be able to consent. I'm not talking about like babies or like private Instagrams where you're sharing like, you know, you have a friend group or whatever. I'm talking about like influencers or public Instagram pages.
Like, why does your 6-year-old have an Instagram? No.
It's like,
Icky.
it's just not like they cannot consent. They do not understand the ramifications of that.
No.
Why are you talking about what your child is doing? Like, that's their privacy. Like,
Oh, 1,000,000%.
I just don't like it. Like, we know better.
Yeah.
This is not new technology. This is not new information. Like, we know better. And like, maybe this is really sensitive for me because Gillian's beautiful and
Like, I mean, parents of ugly children can never understand.
no, the uggos in the world just could
I
not
don't
get
think
it.
kids are ugly, to be clear.
Some kids are ugly.
I know you do.
I can say that. I'm a mama.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not putting that karma into the world.
And I will say, any baby that was not like the cutest baby in the entire world always becomes a cute toddler.
Okay. That's how you feel. We're pregnant because that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Jail.
And then just the last one is not cutting other parents slack. Now, that seems like way out of pocket for what we're doing right now.
we're doing today.
Yeah. That was like when I talked about like, don't complain about your job, right? You know, but like not cutting other parents slack. And here's the thing. If you, as like a non-parent, now I don't always know who's a parent and who's not. Sometimes you can tell. Sometimes you can't.
How?
I'm sorry. Sometimes you can tell.
Say more.
Say it.
Say more. Make her say it. She's like, don't cut. She's like, you need to cut other parents' slack, but some of you look like shit.
Yeah.
No. That's actually not what I meant. I just meant more like the stereotypical, like,
Yeah.
you know, like moms just sometimes have like the mom jewelry.
Oh, mom jewelry.
That's
You know what I'm
So
talking
bad.
about? Mom jewelry.
Mama bear clothing.
Or like the black or white SUV with
Hey,
like.
I drive a white SUV.
Yeah, but you drive a small white SUV.
It's not like way too
You're
large.
not driving like
Yukon.
a Yukon. But not cutting other parents slack. And I think that there's something to be said for, like, if you know what parents are going through, like, you've experienced it or you're going to be experiencing it, like, just cut some slack. Like, I don't want to hear, oh my God, like, look at that mom over there. Like, she looks like a mess.
I would never say that.
Never.
No.
Ever.
You know what? I sometimes look like a mess. Or like,
Same, and I don't even have a child.
I have an older child now, and like, so it's different. It's just different. But I've been in the trenches with a newborn. Like, that shit's fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, when you see people that have like a newborn walking around, just be like, hey, you're doing a great job.
Mama. Doing a great job, mama.
But it,
no, I agree.
it's just, you know, like, you know what it's like. You've been through it. As a parent to a parent, like, you should know better.
I feel like in my experience, like, the people I see being the hardest on, like,
Other parents.
are other parents.
Or people on podcasts.
And especially moms.
Oh my God, the mom shaming is all.
Yeah,
the only person
like,
that shames a mom is another mom.
I know, and I'm like, why?
Other than you guys.
Well, and us.
Yeah, and us. We're qualified.
You're shaming parents, not moms.
Yeah, and we gave a lot of caveats. I want to be clear. Like, it's hard. And as we said, parents do not get enough support in this country.
No, not
and
at all.
I'm saying, yeah, like, I can still support you and, like, give you some slack while also thinking your kid shouldn't be on an iPad 24/7.
Correct.
You expect them to have some empathy.
There should be an additional layer of empathy. Like, I think parents are harder on parents than other people can be
And why?
sometimes.
Like, what joy does it give you to, like, feel... I don't know. It's so strange. Again, it's like the baby shower thing. Like, what joy does it give you to talk down to people going through the same thing as you?
It's just
what
because
is wrong
you're
with
sad
you?
and dark inside, and that's your problem.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who do that are bitter because they didn't have a real partner and they're jealous and they're, like, projecting.
And I think parenting is one of those things that, like, a lot of people don't give that level of understanding or that level of grace.
It's crazy because I feel like as a non-parent, I give that grace. Like, if you know I'm late because
you're
you're
not
a
a
kid, I'm like,
dick.
damn, that sucks. I can't imagine, and I don't want to.
Yeah,
right now.
like, oh, man.
If anything, it's more empathy.
Same. I'm like, God, I had a hard time getting out of the house, too, and there wasn't even a child.
Yeah, the empathy is increased.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
feel like it makes me, I'm like, damn, I can't even imagine. Like, I had a rough day and there wasn't even, like, a living thing depending on me.
Right.
Like, wow. You take your time,
Yeah,
mama. Take your
mama.
time, mama.
Or dada.
Oh,
No, that
no, hurry up, Dad.
Daddy.
Get it together.
So, on that final note, don't marry and don't procreate with fucking losers, okay? And if you do procreate with a loser, do better.
The men aren't lonely enough. Okay.
We can make them lonelier.
Yeah, the birth rate is dropping, and you know what? It can increase if the men would do something about that.
Society does some shit,
Yeah,
too.
society,
That
men
goes both ways.
do better.
It ain't right.
On that note, I'm over this.
I'm, like, fired up. I want to, like, just rant about, like, shitty dads.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But
You know a lot of shitty dads.
not on my recording.
I know dads across the spectrum. I know some of the best dads in the world. I have seen some of the worst. Like,
Next episode. Okay. That's our show. You can find us at Something Feral Leftian on Instagram, Something Feral Pod on TikTok, and everything else. I don't know what day it is. Watch us and listen to us wherever the hell you can find podcasts.
And like our
Wherever
new
the hell.
branding.
yeah. Off to get feral. See you next week. Bye.